Good afternoon, everyone. I'm late putting this up because, of course, I had one thing I wanted to do, and then suddenly I wanted to do something else. So I had to get everything ready. I'm starting back with being more regular with my videos. Today is Merry Monday. I'm starting back Merry Monday because it's sad to say, but Christmas is around the corner. So, it's not a long video. I've got quite a few orders to fussy cut. Last night I fussy cut till my fingers, I think, were cramped into the shape of the scissors. But that's okay. I put on Chicago MD and just binge watched and fussy cut. So what I'm doing is I've done similar of a tall skinny, but more of a flip-flop. I'm going to make a tall skinny journal. So far, I'm not sure if this is going to be my cover because I put it on regular paper. So I'm thinking I might come up with a different type of cover. I'm just working on the finaling of my ideas. I've got a few things flipping and I can't make a decision. So I'll just flip to show you what I have. I'm going to take the papers out from the background so you can see better. So this is the papers I have in here so far. The kits are, now how can I forget the name? Some is Ruby and Pearl. Her Silent Night one. I will also, excuse me, I'll also have it listed down below, links to it. And then some of the papers I just bought. I've had it on my wish list for a while, and it just suited what I wanted to do. And it's a new one. Her name is Gail. I got it from 507 Willow House Journals today, and her Etsy shop is called the Shabby Cottage Studio, and I bought the printable tall slim journal Christmas Past, and I've got a few other ones of hers that now I want to print. And then I used a few pieces from my Pink Monarch porch prints. I don't know what the name of the kit is. Let me just see that. And I'll put a link. I'm only using some pocket ideas from that one, and one or two pages might be ended up in a couple of the tags. I bought that a while back. And it is called the Traditional Christmas Paper Set. I have the tags. I have the, I bought everything that goes with the kit. I bought that too. I don't think it was last Christmas. Maybe it was 2 Christmases ago. Does it tell you the date I purchased? No, it doesn't. So I'm not sure when I purchased it. I thought it would, maybe if I go to the order number. I printed in 2021. So this year will be 2 Christmases. And I have never used it. So I need to do one using the whole kit. So this is the first page. This is from the Shabby Cottage Studio, the new one to me, so if I hesitate. And then this is something I just found, and I printed on the back. I don't even know where I got it from. This is Ruby and Pearl. And again, can't tell, but it does have a print on the background. It's very light, book page. I'm not sure where I got this from, and I'm going to be doing something, maybe collaging on the back of it. Tea-dyed paper of mine. Again, this is the Ruby and Pearl, and I took the paper. It prints out this small, and I like that. And so then I had, what is that called? A needlepoint book that's a little bit older. So I glued that onto the back because I think it looked very vintage. And this was just a piece of paper. At some point I printed, and it had been hanging around in my papers, so I decided to put it in the journal. Again, this is the Shabby Cottage Digital. It's a really big, and this is a doily one I bought from Sampool, and it fit perfect because with the red, I really liked it. Then a music paper I just had. It was a gift to me, a happy mail. And then this is another Ruby and and this is another one of the backing papers from the Shabby Cottage one. I like that. Then I just did this one. I haven't even trimmed it up. This is from Graphics Fairy. When you bought or have the membership, she has printables for you that you can use in your journals. And I liked it because it fit kind of the style. I have to trim it up, and that will go in there as well, along with some other ideas. But those are the pages I've got so far. Then I thought I wanted to create some unique pages in there. And with a tall, skinny journal, it's a little bit different. So I have a few ideas floating around. I have one that I kind of paper clipped together here. So I had made this one a long time ago, and I haven't put it in a journal yet. So I have this. Some journals you can put it in like this and have it written like that. I probably eventually am going to probably tape, put another piece to it and have it like that, so then it's got lots of, and with a pocket. Because with a Christmas journal, sometimes we like to keep a little extra, so I wanted to get some pockets into this journal somehow. So I'm going to do this on a smaller scale, and I haven't done this. I only did this once as a practice. You don't know how many times I looked at it. Now I had this piece of paper floating around in my things, and I should have a board. I am having problems with my legs today and the circulation. I think this chair is cutting off the circulation to my legs, and because of the way it's too tall for me, it won't go down. So my feet never touch the ground, and my legs, it hits the mid of my thigh, and I find and it drives me crazy. Only reason I'm putting this, I don't like using this much, but where did I leave my glue book? I should put this on. Oh no. Okay, can't fall any further because the glue book is an awkward size, so it's a little difficult. Even though I technically only have to glue one side, sometimes I'll glue both that way. Oh shoot, I'm not supposed to glue that whole thing. Oh good. Oh, I think I just already screwed that up. Oh yes, I'm supposed to glue it completely shut. Sorry guys, see, I told you it's been a long time since I did it. And I played around with the size of the paper a little bit. I thinned it up so that it would fit. So I'm going to fold this in half. And the only thing I haven't decided yet, and I should have printed something. Oh, see, I didn't even do that well. That's okay. We can trim that up. That's no biggie. I'm not worried about that. That happens sometimes if you... My cutter, I think I need one of those with the blade, because I don't care how new the blade is. For some reason, I find the paper does not cut well with it. So, and then basically you take, now here's where I have to play a little, because of course this is going to sit in my journal like this, and I'm going to put something on the other side of this. I just didn't remember what I was going to do yet, because it will stick out a bit, but I figured I'm going to treat it like a tab maybe. So that's what I'm going to play around with a bit. But basically, I'm going to make that smaller, but I just want to see, because I want... And I should have printed something on the other side of this, but we can cover it with another piece of paper. That's not a big deal. No big deal. So I know automatically, let's see how much of this I want to trim off. Yes, Pika, I hear you, baby. This is just a guide for me, because then I'll probably go in a little bit more. And then I need my ruler. I'm going to go in just a touch more. Let's put this on a line, see if I can get it trimmed somewhat up. Yes, sometimes it is harder to tear. I'm going to do the same here. And I'll have to look up who the doily paper comes from. I bought it a long time ago, and it's got some great doily digitals in it, and I don't know why I've never used it, and today for some reason I was looking for something that kind of fit the theme of this, and I came out, so I just pulled up my blank papers in my Etsy. I love that about Etsy. I can kind of search. I wished I could put it by I wished you could organize your Etsy shop so I could put the people I'll buy from in one spot, and or all my Christmas together. Unfortunately, you can't do that. This might go fit smaller. I'm just trimming up those edges. I'm going to trim this up just a little bit here so it kind of matches. There we go. We'll see if I made that small enough now. Oh, this chair is really hurting my legs, and I kept getting really bad swelling in my ankles, really bad, where it hurts my feet, and I couldn't figure out why suddenly I started doing it, and I realized it's been since I got this chair. It's my fault. I bought it online. I didn't go look for it. I sent my friend to go pick it up, gave him the money. I want to shorten that just a little bit more, just a little bit. Hopefully I'm on camera here. I'm out of practice because I hadn't done videos in such a long time, but I'm back into it. I just, with the summer, it was just too busy, and summer is so short here. I just really wanted to enjoy a few weeks of being outside, and and then we had a really warm spell last week. So I think every afternoon, twice in the day, I went to the pool. Once in the middle of the afternoon, just before I cooked dinner to cool off, before the kitchen heated up. And then again, so I think that's good. And see, this is where my problem's going to be, and I haven't decided how I'm going to handle. This will be too wide. If I stick it in there, it's going to really stick out, and I don't want it to stick out that much. So it means I'm going to lose some of this. And I shouldn't have put that line in there, but that's an easy fix. Sometimes it's hard. I hadn't pressed it real hard yet. I didn't want to lose as much as that, but you can write over that without a problem. That doily isn't. So let's take that much off this end. And then if I fold it, I'm going to try not to fold it. Okay, that should be okay now, I think. Let's see. I wanted to have a little bit because I was going to do it like a tab type thing. So I want that side, this to glue. See, it's automatically going to go where I had originally. And again, I'm going to have to trim it up a bit. That's easy. I'm not worried about any of that. I'll just straighten it up a bit. And the same here. So that it's pretty even. Okay. Everything's trial and error. And I don't like how uneven that is. That's not too bad. But it's not making me happy either. Okay. Stop fussing. Because sometimes the more you play with it, the worse you make it. So I'm just going to do this, paper clip it here so I can see how I got to still come up with the other side of the page. So there. That side, I need to straighten it a bit. It is really wonky. There. I'm all hands today. I have dinner on already. I'm not having a lot of what I cooked. I am trying to get weight off and get healthier, hoping that helps with some of the pain I go through. So I don't mind wherever I put it in. I don't mind it sticking out a little bit, but it still sticks out a little too much. But I might angle it a bit. We'll see. I could move this down all the way down like that. And that'd be okay, but still, does it hang out too much? Sort of does. But what I could do is hang out a couple more thing, or I put lace there. I'm not going to worry too much. I'll play around it. I'll add a few more things hanging out the side and do more of a waterfall journal because I like this idea. And if I go smaller with the paper, I'm just trying to remember how I did this, so I got to open it again. This side doesn't glue all the way down because it acts like a pocket, but we have to cover the other side on this. So we should have had. Okay, so let's move the journal up here for a second and decide on some papers here. Those won't work. Oh, I know. This is another page I'm going to put in. I just haven't found something to put on the back of it yet. Then I thought of turning that into the front cover. That is what I think I decided with that. Some of those papers won't work because of the length of them. I'm going to do something here. I want to trim up the sides. You know, I've done everything. I've watched countless videos on how to get no border on my paper. I cannot figure out how to change it. I just figured out how to, the other day I was playing with my settings, figured out because I was getting black clunks of ink, how to clean my printer. So I'm trying to do dinner a little bit earlier because sometimes Gab comes and eats here with us, Jacob's mother, and more because we're both trying to do the eating properly and both trying to lose weight together. So this way she can come and have a good meal because she's in school. So the tricky part of this is I have to remember what side I want what on. So this is being glued here. Well, it doesn't really matter. Whatever side. I know it'd probably be easier. It's going here. So I think this side. I'm going to put a little pencil. Oh, I don't have a pencil here. I have a marker, but I'm just going to do it really light. Just a small little tig. A small little tig. So how much of this? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. See what, I want more of the image in it than anything. And so what, oh, I do have a pencil. Look at how blind I am. So sometimes what I do is I kind of give myself the idea for when I'm gluing it down. That way I kind of know. And I always go over anyways. So make sure I get the right line here. Oh, I forgot to put down my thing. Dumb me. Oh, silly, silly, silly me. Yeah, you know, there is other reasons I want to lose weight. It's the biggest part is getting healthy, and I've put on too much weight. Several things. I stopped working. The chronic pain that I live in. Sometimes it's even just like today. Every movement, I can feel my knee seizing up, and so sometimes it makes it really gone up a little higher. Thank goodness the glue stick is a little forgiving. There. I'm not worried that it's not completely. Nice things sometimes like this. Where's my ruler? I'll tear it along here. Put my glasses down so I can see. This side will tear, but I think the other side will not. And again, I can see how uneven that is. And again here, I'm going to take that and just trim it. There we go. Guess that could be used in a collage. There we go. And oh yeah. Whew. I was thinking, oh no, I glued. No, I'm fine. I'm fine, guys. I am so fine. Okay, so let's go ahead. That's gonna go. I gotta trim that. I see the white. See the white, so okay. Perfect. And now I'm going to glue that down just to make it easier on me. And I am not gluing. Guys, my brain right now, it's scaring the death out of me. So you're not really seeing that beautiful image. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because that beautiful image is lost in there. Oh, poop. I don't like that. Does this become a page just inside the journal? You'd have to trim it up some. I didn't like it, guys. I have to rethink that now. You can do things like that when you mess. I just don't want to lose that image, guys. I just don't want to lose it. Don't do that, Christina. That would have been silly. Oh, guys, this is real. Well, this doesn't matter if this is shorter. And I don't want to cut more of that off. Well, we could. It's not going to be a big deal. See, even when you make boo-boos, sometimes you have to play around, fix it. I'm not taking that out yet. That's not out of the game yet. It might not be done today because I'd have to find another paper to put on there. So this is going to be just, I need to glue that a bit better. And that does happen sometimes. This is probably going to just become a page in the journal now. No, it's not. It's going to become a journal card. Because I don't know if you realize what I did. I snipped it. So we made a piece of ephemera. That's okay. There we go. There we go. That happens. Stuff happens. Make silly mistakes. It's not wasted. It can become a journal card. It could become a pocket in another journal. I can do other things with it. No biggie. I can reprint that page. Where did I put the little cap for my glue bottle? I'm always losing them. I don't know how. And I need it because it's low on glue, so I keep it upside down. It'll show up eventually. Probably in the easiest place. Okay, back to this. I don't think we can do that. So we'll go on to another idea for right now. Okay. It involves these pockets. And I didn't print the paper for this pocket. While I talk. So as you can see, I made a mistake. It's not a big deal. It can be fixed without a problem. I'm printing something. I'm sorry, guys. I know where it is. It will only take me a second. Oh, I went into the vintage doily. Zip 1. Background 4. Print. Sorry, guys. You'll hear my printer go off. Whoop. Any second now. Because I had it printed and something happened. I can't remember what happened now. See, even my mistakes I forget. And you know, print it. Oh, I know what it was. I ran out of ink in the middle of printing it. That was what happened. And I changed over my ink and then forgot to reprint it. I was worried because my ink has been very low. And I hadn't gotten anything in a while, and I have lots of orders that had to be printed, and it's colorful. It's butterflies and all kinds of different colors, so I was getting a little worried. So I'm trying something different. I don't know if it's gonna work. I want to make a pocket page, and so I'm trying something. I don't know how to look, guys. I'm just, I thought instead of doing it, I thought I'd work on the idea with you guys. And just have a little fun. We'll see what happens. I'm just roughly cut. I'll cut them better once I put them all on and things like that. And I'm just trying to decide which colors I'm going to go with. So I'm just going to, this kit that I told you about from whatever, I'll put it linked below. It has so many pieces to it. It's an amazing kit. And I need to do a journal on it. I'm probably going to, I have some older journals, but I have two other, I'm going to make another tall skinny one. And I might make a regular size one using this, and I might work on them together as I'm making ephemera for them and working on pieces. We'll jump from journal to journal, and that way it doesn't get boring all the time. So part of my idea is, and let's see, I wanted some unique pages. Now this might not work because what I'm worried, first off, we have to make sure we might have to change the size of the pocket, right? Because it's going to be too big. So we're going to have to a little bit on each side to make it the width of the book. So I'm going to just start, or a little bit less. I'm going to roughly do about the same. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, but that way. Okay. The only problem is I should have done it. Oh boy, I should put my glasses on because I can't find the. Get rid of that white. Straighten that up a bit with my wonky cutting. empty my garbage can again, guys. Again. This is a beautiful background paper too. She has it as a background, but I would use it even in the journal like this because it's so beautiful. It's simple but so elegant at the same time. Yes, I wish I didn't get that on my... When it's time to buy a new printer, I want to see if I can get one where... I don't know. I bought a very inexpensive printer. The problem is... Okay. Now, did I make that pocket a good size? Yes, I did. Perfect. Boy, did I ever. I can't seem to get that one straight. But I might get it straight when I... So I'm gonna... You guys are with me again on testing out new things. Let me make sure... Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Let me get you up in the camera here. There, we'll move it like that. Okay. I want to go here so I get more writing. How long is that? I want it a little bit longer. I think I want it like that. What I'm going to do, as you can see, I'm trying something totally new, guys. Now, did I... Sorry. Give this glue a second. I don't know if Jacob's upstairs or he went with his dad. They didn't say anything, but the house got quiet. Come on. I don't want to waste the glue in this, because there's still lots of glue in it. But it takes longer now to get down. And like, this is my idea, not my idea, that I did not see this anywhere. I mean, somebody could have done it easily enough, but as far as I know, I've never seen this. I think I might have seen something similar to it. I don't know. Just something when I was printing things, I thought I would try. And no, I'm not going to, technically I could leave it like that and have the pocket in the middle, but I don't, it's not what I want. Okay, so there's the first part of it. I'd have to trim that off a little bit there. That's okay. There we go. There's the first one. Now, if you want it more sturdier, you can do it on different paper. I don't like to use a lot of cardstock because my journals become bulky enough. They really do. Okay, now, there's that. Now, where did I put the pockets? Do I want to put a green on the back, or do I want to stick with the reds? Because it's a lot more reds in it. I think I want this one. And it doesn't, all I'm doing is this because I want to trim up the edges here. If I would have been smart, I would have cut the pocket at the time, but I didn't because I wasn't smart enough to think that far in advance. Yup. And just so I know where I'm putting that pocket. There. And I don't know if I have my red washi tape here now that I got some gold. I could go gold. I really should put my glasses down when I do that. Okay. Scissors aside. Oh, and I did it again. Let me go to this one. Oop! That's how I lose the lids. Didn't go far. Thank goodness. Come on. Oh, it's frustrating me, guys. It's frustrating me. Maybe that's sat long enough now. I'm so sorry. And believe it or not, I got to buy another bottle, but I was trying to use these up before I go and spend money. But there's so much glue in them, and so what I end up doing is I keep opening other ones because I get impatient. Okay, let's give it a second. We're going to just give that 1 second. Okay. And other ways that you can add pockets, you can take images like this, pages, and you could actually fold them over and turn it into a little page, but you could also take it, which one do I like? I just thought of something. I'm going to try something, guys. Just got to better trim that. Because I can see the white. Well, it would help if I put my glasses down, but then when I look down, I can't see the thing and I forget. And I end up making myself dizzy. Is this too big? Oh, it's perfect. Go up. Okay. Glue it on there because I know I don't have it in for gluing. I'll get it in when I do it. And again, I'm estimating where I put it, so to make sure that I don't cut the pictures. Because in this journal, I want really some different size pages. I don't want it all, and that I'll still use. Still, and that's going to be a page like that. I might add some bling to it or more to it, so I can open my journal. I could put it here if I wanted to. And I might do like a flip, kind of like that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave that page right there. I like that. I'll have it all even when I do it. There we go. There we go. That was a quick, and it's just a nice little way. And you could even with the paper, if you wanted to, if you got more, you could double it and just glue the sides down, and it could become a pocket if you want it to. Instead of, I was leaving it as writing, but it could be just a pocket, or, you know, I might change even between now and then. You could add a pocket here in it and then have journal cards there, and you could still write here if you wanted to. So it all depends on how much, and like for me, some of that will happen when I go to decorate it, because I like to over decorate everything. And so that's why my journals become so big, because I go crazy. So there we go. Now let's see if that glue has come down so that we can finish this up. And I got to check on the time. Oh, let's see. We've been 20 minutes already, guys. And here I said it was a quick video. I never can do quick videos. Never, ever, ever. It's just not possible for me. Well, part of it is because I know some of the creators, they'll have all the pieces cut and ready to go. Sometimes I do that, very often, not a lot. But I kind of like doing that. Like, this is fun, just doing it, and you can see the process and to see that I'm not perfect. And will never claim to be. I learn every day more techniques or how to do something better, and now I don't like that. I got glue there. But we can fix that maybe with a little decorative washi tape or something. We can always play with that. Most of it will probably come off. Sometimes that's the only thing about playing with the white glue. That happens. Where did I put the other side of it? And then, how well did I do that? Oh, not too. It doesn't have to totally match because it's different pages in different parts of the journal. Where it matters is when we come to here, how to hinge this together. And I always put a little space between it. So let's do it like this. And I want it to use red washi. And I had red washi on my desk the other day. But do you think I remember where I put it? I probably actually for once put it back in the right place. But I doubt it. But I know I have another one in my jar. At least I thought I did. But of course it's at the very bottom of my jar, guys. The very bottom. And I know that other washi tape will be in the simplest place, but because I want it right now, I can't see it. So I'm basically going to do that. I'm going to have to put it in just a touch. Come on, every time I lift it, it moves on me. It sticks to my fingers. Probably would have been easier if I would have cut it, but I didn't. Okay, flip it over. You could fold it over and go up. I don't do that. It never really works well for me. So I don't do that. Oh, I don't. And I want to take the glue. And I'm adding the glue because, well, this, first of all, isn't sticky anymore. And washi tape doesn't have a long time before you can't use it again. So there we go. So I always put some glue on it to, you know, I don't want it to fall apart. Okay, so there. And then you just fold it. Where's my bone? And I created a page. I like it. I like it. I like how it turned out. I really, really do. As you notice, I didn't ink any of the edges. I'm not going to do that on screen. So now let's flip and see where we want to put this. We don't need any more there. I think that is okay because we've got a lot of the flips there. A touch of red might be nice in here. Or would it be better if we did it like this? See, sometimes what I'll do, and again, I'm going to have to straighten all the pages because as you put the pages in, again, some more will stick out. So here we go. We'll flip. So we added that one in out of just a couple of images. Even with this, if I wanted to create, let's say, more writing space, and let's just say this was double-sided, I could take this, let's just say, and I could put some washi tape here so that it folds over like this, and it flips out and flips open if I want more writing space, which is probably what I will end up doing because I like to add lots of little flips on the pages. But we will work on that as we go. Yeah, I like that there. That's perfect. And then we have that other pocket we will add to it. So there we go. So we did a few pockets, well, only 2 pockets because one didn't turn out. I mean pages. So we did that page. And I was trying to show pages out, like we all print digitals. Well, not all. Some people don't use digitals. I do. And it was just me. I like digitals, and so that's what I did. And then I like using, when I can get my hands on vintage things, like this book page, which is a French digital, and it's not an old French page. Someone gave this to me, and I'm going to make it work, and I can ink it up. I can tear it and make it work. It doesn't bother me. It saves a book from going in the landfill sometimes. And there we go. And there's that. That. And of course these flip better when it's going to be all closed up, and will look better when it's all trimmed. I was tempted to, no, I like it that way. And I'm thinking if I have 2 narrow envelopes, I might put them in the middle, that they could maybe put pictures in it or something. I haven't decided. I think I want to add one more because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pages, and I'm going to have that one, which is 14 pages. So, and I tried, and again, even with this one that I did the pocket, like, there's still writing space here. But what I probably should have done is done it the opposite way and had this at the bottom. But it doesn't matter. It looks good there. But you could put pockets here if you don't want, if it's not enough writing space for you. You never know. I could change my mind. Who knows, between now and then, and add more. So there we go. There's a few page ideas. And then when I get, just seeing if there's an image here that I can fight with. I don't think, the problem with this, again, it's, maybe this would work. if I glue that down. No, because I don't want to cover this up. Don't want to cover that up. I'm just thinking something. Nope, it won't work. I was thinking, oh, I could have that as a page and with 2 pockets in it. I could also cut this off and join them as well and have that in the journal if I wanted to add another idea. This might still end up in my journal. Never know, it could end up in here. You never know. My journals get thick. But I got to be careful now because I haven't even done all my flips and flops. And this is already pretty getting thick. These I didn't mean for these to be really big. I wanted some smaller journals. Just maybe somebody just needs, you know, it doesn't need like a 3-page journal for writing for just Christmas. They just need a small journal maybe to keep a few memories. So I wanted to do a few smaller ones. So there we go. So I have to figure it out. What I'm going to do is when I get the papers, I might do this on camera for you guys, and then I'll be doing some other things here with different images and things like that. Some of this is a real influence from 507 Willow House Journals. Like that. But I might also hinge that. Might get a bigger picture, hinge it, and then put a writing spot in here. I always put a lot of writing spots. Now, if you're somebody who's watching this and wants to buy one of the journals and you say, well, I don't want as many writing spots. I want it more decorative just to sit on my table. You know, you could also do this. Say you're having a Christmas party. You could have this where people could write wishes in it and just choose a page and write, and you could have pens, different markers on the table, and just with a note saying, please leave me a Christmas wish to remember this day or this moment by. And you could do that as well. And that I kind of like that idea now. But so you could do something like that even with your journal. It doesn't necessarily have to be your writing. You could have, you know, if you have people coming over your house throughout Christmas, you could leave this on a table with a picture frame with a little note. Please leave me a Christmas wish for me to remember this Christmas season, you know. So there's lots of different ways you can use these journals other than just a journal. Memory keeping is a big one for them. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining me for our Back to Merry Monday. And me getting back to being regular. Tomorrow I am going to do Tag Tuesday. I got so much scraps laying around and I've been cleaning and doing that. So tomorrow we're going to do tags. We're going to collage tags. We're going to cover them with one piece of paper. We might do a bit of finish them off type thing. So please join me tomorrow for Tag Tuesday. I will try to get the video up early and prep better for I was prepped for the other one, but I changed my mind. So this is a start of this journal that we're going to work on over the next few weeks. And hopefully have it. I want to try to have this one completed within the first week of October at the latest. I probably might do some work of it on my own as well. I'm just going to paper clip it. I do that sometimes just to keep it, or it is thick. Then I've got to figure out the front cover. If I'm going to use that front cover, I might have printed on this for no reason. I might glue this down onto a paper bag and make it a little bit more durable, and do that. We never know. I'm going to think about that and have that complete the cover. And I'm going to have this I was going to say I was going to have it all bound, but I want to show you how I make that. But I might do that one pocket, and then I'll do one on to show you. All right. Thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful evening, because by the time this gets loaded up, it will be evening. And we will see you tomorrow. And once again, thank you, everybody. And just have a wonderful evening. Love you all.